today is a doctor on a mission. His dream is to provide high-quality services at affordable prices to Indian patients. Let's catch up with Dr. Dharminder Nagar on Young Turks today.
Medicine heals and dreams transform lives. That's Dr. Dharminder Nagar's maxim. After taking the oath of Hippocrates, Nagar went to England to pursue medicine. But in about a year, he realized that managing hospitals and looking at health management in its totality was what really interested him. So he decided to follow his passion and enrolled himself at the Imperial College in London. Armed with a degree in health management and systems, Nagar headed back home to start the Paras multi-speciality hospitals in 2006.
It was a long thought process. It was a 9-month period where we thought what route to take, whether to form a charitable trust, whether to form a society, or whether to form a private limited company which acquired land at commercial rates, formed a hospital that was a commercial hospital. Commercial hospital, some people would not like to use the term, but I would say please use the term. If you are, say so. And if you are a trust, if you are a charitable, please not only say so, do so.
Yeah. So where did the funding come from? Because it requires huge amounts of investment. So where did the funding come from? I know you have a supportive family, but was it all family funds that you used?
Yes, initially it was family funds, but we had a lot of financial institutions who were willing to back me and back us, although we were new, no track record.
So how did you convince them?
Well, actually I convinced them because of my passion for healthcare.
Okay.
I believe in it. And when you go to whosoever it is, and when you believe in a project, when you believe in a thing, people are there to support.
Yeah. So what was the initial investment that you started Paras Hospital with?
Well, actually, it's ended up at 100 crores with the Paras hospitals.
That's a substantial chunk of money.
Yes, and initially it didn't appear that it take that amount of money. Medical equipment, that has been the biggest actually cost. All of it is imported, and it is a really, really heavy, very heavy investment. And that has really led to the increase in cost.
So how was it in the initial couple of years, actually setting everything up, getting the infrastructure in order, getting talent to leave places like AIIMS and join you? What was that initial experience for you like?
It's a very hard experience. I mean, what we did was, planning part was twice as much as the execution part. We finished the project in 18 months, but we planned it for 3 years.
Okay.
We had the best architects on board. The vision I shared for the hospital was that we will start from patient's perspective. We will not start from the outer side. In India, it has become a fashion to have a nice building.
Yeah.
And then everything else falls into place, maybe not inside.
Yeah.
Well, for me, it was the other way around. Everything is designed from a patient's perspective.
250,000 square feet of built-up area, 100 crore rupees in investment and 250 beds. Paras Hospitals has been designed by German architect Hennen Lensch. Today, Paras boasts of 75 specialists and super specialist doctors with 40 medical officers to support the hospital. Dr. Nagar is now betting on growth and expansion, and acquisitions could be on the cards.
We want to be a regional North Indian player to begin with. At least for a 3-year, 5-year horizon is Northern Indian player. So we want to acquire 2 to 3 hospitals. So that is one acquisition is the quickest way to get into expansion mode, which we want to.
Okay.
And we have 2 greenfield sites available to us, which we'll start.
And this is where? In
this will be National Capital Region.
Okay.
One, the other side of National Capital Region, Ghaziabad, Noida.
Okay.
And one we already exist in Gurgaon, and one in Delhi.
So how costs have obviously, land costs have gone through the roof now, and you know, how are you sort of funding all of these ventures?
See, what happens is private equity comes in now. Again, we are going to be a thorough professional company, and private equity, I feel, is the quickest way to get into an expansion.
So a lot of foreign players snapping at your heels?
They are.
Yeah.
They are. But I want to find the right time and the right partner. It's not essentially I'm chasing money, but I want to chase money that is intelligent.
But what about tapping the Indian equity markets? Because we've seen that route being taken by a lot of the Indian healthcare players. We've just seen one listing as far as the stock markets are concerned. Fortis is just listed. Are you looking at that route at all?
Yeah, that's my 5-year horizon.
That's your 5-year horizon, okay.
I don't want to get into it too early. I want to find the right size for our hospitals.
But are you going to go the sort of niche specialty hospital way, which is a route that a lot of the players are taking, or are you going to be a sort of full-fledged hospital, as is the case with your current hospital in Gurgaon?
I think it has to be a full-fledged model for us. Niche in the sense we will have one or two super specialities, which will be our focus specialities. But we will provide across the board, cross-board, because disease does not come as a speciality.
Paras Hospital is also working with various NGOs to help those who cannot afford private medical care. The hospital provides discounted and sometimes even free services to the underprivileged. Dr. Nagar does not believe in charity and wants to put an efficient system in place to make their social efforts sustainable.
People who cannot afford to pay us, people who are really sick, who run out of money, we don't throw them out.
Okay.
We support them till whatever amount of time it is. We are working with NGOs as well who support, especially in our pediatrics department. There's 2-3 charities working with us to support us in equal measure for sick kids. So we have picked up children from Safdarjung Hospital, from AIMS, who've been treated at our hospital. We're equally contributed to that children's welfare. Some NGOs have stepped in and we've stepped in.
Okay.
So we are already doing that, but we don't have to talk about it, we don't have to publish it, and we don't have to put it in papers.
You think there's a lot of hypocrisy and a lot of double speak? There's charitable institutes masquerading as commercial hospitals and the other way around?
Whenever I call charitable, I would like to use the inverted commas.
Yeah.
I will like to see a charitable hospital. At least in the areas I've been to, Delhi, Bombay, any big cities. If you like to show me a charitable hospital, I like to see one.
So, expansion plans in the offing. What is the biggest challenge at this point in time? We've already talked about the lack of skilled manpower. We've talked about operating costs skyrocketing. But apart from that, what do you see as the big challenge for your industry?
I find the government should push healthcare insurance as one of their major tools and targets, even for the infrastructure status.
Yeah.
2 years back, the government said, we'll give you the infrastructure status, it'll be a infrastructure, but still it's not clear.
A caring partner and a devoted father. Just like a Karan Johar movie, Dr. Nagar believes life is all about one's family. His greatest asset, he believes, is not his success in business, but his achievements as a father.
How's life for you changed personally? Because I'm sure it's been a busy couple of years now for you. How's life changed?
Life is becoming more interesting, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a very nice life in England. Every Saturday was a cricket match, and
And hitting the pub.
and it's no longer that way.
Yeah.
But I think it's more exciting.
Okay.
Definitely more exciting. It's more challenging, more exciting, and it's lovely to be in midst of all of this.
And part of a growing story in India.
It's part of the growing story in India, and be part of it. And I'm proud to be part of it.
Well, Dr. Nagar, thank you very much for joining us on Young Turks. We wish you the very best of luck with all your plans going forward.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Time for